want to be smart and think smartly. Listen to this interesting story. Get smart by thinking right, like this bumblebee. There was a special bumblebee, but like any other bee, it would fly, dance, spread the pollen of the flowers, and eat nectar daily. It made its abode near a window outside a big building. It was very happy, and this bee was a special one. It was a thinker. It used to think a lot and used to look down upon other bees and wasps because there was no thinking in their lives. Their lives were full of desire. They never did any thinking. They never contemplated. They never knew that scriptures existed, but our special bee knew a lot because it was reading. Where did it get the books from to read? Remember that big building? Sometimes it used to fly into that building. It loved that building. The people visiting the building seemed to this bee of its own type because they were also thinkers. Actually, this building was a big library. If you guessed it already, then you're right. Professors, teachers, writers, philosophers, poets used to visit this building for accessing the books, for reading the books. Usually, people used to drive out the bees, but it always would come back. The bee soon was studying big books of philosophy. It began to read big volumes of science and poetry. It became very proud and just could not tolerate the other bees. They seemed very insignificant to this bee. It became very egoistic. It was thinking day and night. It forgot all about dancing in the sun, flying in the air, and visiting the trees. Now, mostly it used to sit down, engrossed in deep thoughts. Who made this world? Why was it made? From where this existence has come? And where will it go? It used to think about these serious existential questions all the time. One day, it was reading a book on science of aviation. It was written in that book of aerodynamics that the body of bumblebee is heavier than its wings, so theoretically a bumblebee cannot fly because its wings are small and weak and the body is big and heavy. On reading this, it became confused and puzzled. Up until now, it did not know that its body was big and its wings are small. It was the first time it had learned this, and of course, whatever is written in science books cannot be denied. It became very sad. That day, it did not fly back to its hive. It arrived there by crawling. How was it possible for it to fly, to do something which was quite against science? It became very sad and stopped moving about altogether. It still saw the other bees flying around, going to the flowers, but it thought that they were doing so out of ignorance. How can a bumblebee fly? It questioned itself and became sad. Its wings are small and its body is big. It was full of pity for those who were flying because they did not know the facts of science. If they knew, they would have stopped flying too. What do you think? How did this special knowledgeable bumblebee get over its ignorance? Bumblebee started reading more books for solutions, but none helped. Do you want to know the answer? Continue to listen. Here's the answer. One day it came across a huge tree which was singing. Surprised to hear a tree sing, it asked this tree, "Oh tree, how can you sing?" The tree answered, "Just like how you learned to read, my dear." Surprised by its answer, the bumblebee asked, "Can you teach me to be happy and sing like you?" The tree said, "Yes, release your fears. Your heaviness is coming from your ignorance, my dear. Half knowledge is ignorance. Be free. Go be free. Be yourself." Bumblebee repeated it over and over. I want to release my fears. I want to release my heaviness. I want to release my ignorance. Half knowledge is dangerous. Half knowledge is ignorance. I want to be free. I want to be happy again. And without even knowing, Bumblebee started flying again. So that's how the bumblebee got over its ego, ignorance, fears, and became smart, being itself. And this is something for you. Learn, absorb the knowledge, but don't let it get to your head and erase your humility. Be humble and be smart.
Half knowledge adds ego. Ego adds heaviness. True knowledge releases us from the baggage of ego and adds brilliance. True knowledge causes transformation. Transformation from clouded state to crystal clear state. Clear mind gives rise to smartness, intelligence, and brightness. Patanjali Yoga Sutra 1.3 says, Tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. Means, once the mind is crystal clear, we begin to perceive the objects of the world the way they are. Our perception is no longer distorted.
My name is Nalini. Like and share this video and subscribe to this channel.